Have you ever almost gotten into a car accident? You slam on the brakes, your heart pounds, and for a split second, everything freezes. Then, disaster is averted. You let out a huge sigh of relief and think, wow, that was close. This feeling, the relief of a near miss, is incredibly powerful. But what if I told you that this very feeling of relief could be setting you up for a future disaster? It's a strange paradox, right? We often interpret a near miss as a sign of our skill or luck, thinking, I handled that well, or phew, dodged a bullet. This makes us feel a little bit invincible, a little more confident. And that confidence, while it feels good, can actually make us less careful next time. We might subconsciously think the risk isn't as great as it really is. This is the dangerous psychology of the near miss. To understand how these close calls can lead to actual accidents, let's talk about something called the Swiss cheese model. Picture a stack of Swiss cheese slices. Each slice represents a safety barrier or a precaution we take in our lives. The holes in the cheese are the weaknesses or flaws in those systems. Now, most of the time, even if you have a hole in one slice, the solid part of the next slice will block it. A single failure doesn't cause a problem. But what happens when, by pure chance, all the holes in all the slices line up perfectly? That's when a disaster happens. A near miss is when the hazard passes through several holes but gets stopped by the very last slice of cheese. It was just one small thing, one final barrier that prevented a catastrophe. We see this pattern everywhere. In aviation, a plane might have a minor mechanical issue, compounded by tired pilots, and then a little bit of bad weather. Separately, these are manageable problems. But when they all line up, you get a close call or worse. Think about your own life. Maybe you were texting while walking, didn't see a curb, and stumbled but caught your balance. The texting was one hole, your inattention another. Catching your balance was the final slice of cheese that saved you. These events aren't random flukes. They are warnings that our systems, our safety nets, have holes in them. This brings us to the complacency trap. After a few near misses where nothing bad happens, our brain starts to normalize the risk. We get used to the holes in the Swiss cheese. That little voice of caution in our head gets quieter and quieter. We think, it's been fine so far. It'll probably be fine again. This is complacency, and it's one of the most dangerous human tendencies. We start to underestimate risks we've successfully navigated before. We get comfortable. We lower our guard. And that's precisely when the holes are most likely to align, turning that next close call into an actual accident. It's not a matter of if, but when. So, how do we escape this trap? The key is to treat every near miss not as a victory, but as a valuable lesson. It's a free learning opportunity. When you have a close call, don't just brush it off with a sigh of relief. Stop and ask yourself, why did that happen? Which slices of my Swiss cheese failed? What specific actions can I take to patch those holes? If you almost rear-ended someone, maybe the lesson is to leave more following distance or to put your phone away. If you nearly slipped on a wet floor, the lesson is to be more aware of your surroundings or to clean up spills immediately. By analyzing these events, you turn a moment of luck into a strategy for future safety. This leads to practical prevention. Start by building stronger safety habits. Make things like checking your blind spots or wearing safety gear so automatic that you do them without thinking. This adds more solid layers to your Swiss cheese. Another powerful tool is creating checklists for complex or routine tasks, whether it's for work or even just packing for a trip. This helps ensure you don't miss a critical step when you're distracted or rushed. And finally, talk about it. When you have a near miss at work or at home, share the story. It helps others become aware of potential dangers and reinforces the importance of being vigilant for everyone. Ultimately, it all comes down to the power of attention. Being present and mindful in the moment is your single best defense. When you're focused on the task at hand, you're more likely to spot the developing holes in the Swiss cheese long before they align. You can anticipate problems instead of just reacting to them. It is about shifting your mindset from "I got lucky" to "what can I learn?" By understanding the psychology of near misses and actively working to patch the holes in your own life, you're not just avoiding disaster, you're taking control. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more insights into how our minds work. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next video.